So what I like to do is start just with your name, how long ago your surgery was, what you did, and how you're doing.
My name is Jack. My surgery was approximately 18 months ago. Basically, I am doing very well, I think.
How much weight are you down?
Well, let's see. I started at 438 when the program started. I am now, this morning, at 216.
Really? That's amazing. And you're maintaining no problem?
None.
No?
Weight might fluctuate 3 pounds here and there,
Yeah.
but generally within a couple of days it starts dropping again.
Cool. Any major medical problems that changed afterwards?
Actually, my artificial leg was a problem.
Yeah.
After about 9.5 or 10 months, I had lost 1.5 inches all the way around the leg.
Really?
It would not fit anymore. I couldn't put enough sock on to get it to fit. So
you mean you do this well without having one leg?
Yep.
Amazing. We'll have to get into how that's possible.
Well, what's really funny is your exercise program isn't all that hard to follow either.
What is that? What's our exercise program?
Basically start out walking, build your stamina, and then do what you can. But I haven't gone beyond walking, really, or actually building a fence.
Okay. I know you did it by yourself, right?
Absolutely. I dug 21 fence posts, 3 foot deep, put in 6-inch posts, and cemented them in.
I see. How old are you?
64.
64. And you did all this by yourself?
Mm-hmm.
Moved all the concrete yourself?
Mm-hmm.
Pretty impressive. Did you have any medical problems? Did you have hypertension before?
I actually had high blood pressure.
Yeah.
I was running approximately 180 over 100.
How's it now?
105 over 55.
What does your doctor say?
Took me off all the medicine because he said I was going to crash.
Yeah.
He said, stop taking anything. So I don't even take aspirin anymore.
Really? That's amazing. And what are you doing for fun now?
Oh, anything I want.
Really?
Basically bowling, whatever. I mean, I can do anything. The reason I came to you, doctor, is the fact that I was sitting on the sideline watching life pass me by. My wife would do the shopping. My son-in-law and my daughter would come over to help everything else, and it was just ridiculous. I couldn't do anything.
Yeah.
About 7 months into the program, I realized, hey, I can do it all myself.
That's
I don't
excellent.
need help. You know, so it works. It really does. I mean, people follow the rules. They're simple. The diet's simple, and it's not expensive.
Yeah.
The exercise program is whatever you can do comfortably without causing yourself any ill thing. Make sure you follow up with you and the doctor, your own personal doctor.
Yeah.
Because I'm from Canyon City, which is 120 miles south of
Sure.
here. So basically, the program is easy to follow.
For me, the challenge always isn't doing surgery, because that's pretty easy for me, but doing it on a person at the right point in their life when they're willing to commit to the program. What's the best thing about it for you? What's been the best thing?
Oh, basically getting my life back, being able to actually outwork my 41-year-old son-in-law.
Yeah.
Literally work him into the ground.
I love that.
To the point where he has to sit down.
I love that.
Me, I used to have to sit down 5 minutes into anything.
Right.
Now, 6 hours later, I'm going, okay, maybe I should sit down. I mean, I stopped to drink water.
Good.
I drink a lot of water, and that is important in the program, to drink a lot of water.
What's been the hardest thing?
I think at the beginning was understanding that the program was working, because I saw other people in the class when we come in and sit that were losing weight faster than me and doing things faster than me. Well, then I realized it's not about about the weight loss. It's about gaining back the ability to do things. So I focused on what I was able to do, not the weight loss, because I was afraid I wasn't losing enough weight.
Right, I remember.
I was just afraid that, set for a week at, like 280 pounds, didn't move. Then all of a sudden I was at 260. And then it sat there for, a week, and then all of a sudden I was at 240.
Right.
So, but it worried me because everybody else was losing weight really fast.
Yeah.
Well, I realized that what they are doing has nothing to do with what I'm doing.
Right.
It's my program, and I have to work my own program,
Right.
find what works for me.
Now, you've lost a total right now, what is it, 170, 168?
I think we figured out it was 175.
175 pounds, okay. Now, most people couldn't walk around with 175 pounds extra, but you did it every day.
Yep.
What's something that you wish that you knew beforehand that you would love to tell someone that was considering bariatric surgery?
Basically, that surgery kind of sets you back a little bit for 2 or 3 days. Do not stop, even though it hurts, get up and move. And I didn't realize that basically it was going to bother me. The other thing is find a way with the excess skin to not let it chafe you.
Okay.
Because I'm not ready for skin loss surgery. I mean, I basically found that I have a compression garment on. It holds it up. It does
Nice.
not chafe, and I keep okay. But if I'd have known that to begin with, I would have planned a little better for it.
Gotcha. That makes sense.
At that and my artificial leg, I would have had it lined up a little faster rather than
I
waiting.
told you it was going to change.
Yeah,
Yeah,
but
the prostheticists hate me because they have to keep messing with the...
well, I didn't realize it was going to change as much.
Sure.
But when I realized that it wouldn't stay on no matter what I did, and it flopped back and forth, I
Sure.
realized that got to do something about it. So I guess what I would tell somebody is understand that, look at your body, figure out what's going to happen, and try to plan for it. The other thing that was very irritating to me is every 2 weeks having to buy a new set of clothes.
Yeah, that's expensive.
Now I can walk into Target or Walmart or Kmart or, Joseph A. Banks and buy something off the rack, put it on, and
Sure.
walk out and be happy.
Yeah.
But at the time that I started losing weight, I was still at the big and tall store,
Sure.
and a pair of pants, $60, shirts, $40.
Sure.
So I didn't buy many of those. Thank God that there are companies that make bigger clothes, Omar the tent maker is basically a little busy in the thing, but, being able to understand that, a month into the program, you're probably going to need new clothes,
Right.
at least 2 inches smaller than what
Yeah.
you are, and it's just a continual thing down the road.
Yeah, we keep goodwill in business.
Yeah, actually, because they loved me because clothes were brand new, worn once, washed, and
Sure.
given to them. And they go, well, why aren't you wearing them again? I said, because I'm not this big. I still have the original pair of pants that I
Good.
wore the day of the surgery.
Don't
They're
ever
in-
lose those. Those are
No,
good.
they're actually in my closet.
Now you're
They're about
now-
this big.
Now for you, so you have a lot of options in bariatric surgery, and you're very savvy because you did a lot of research. Why did you choose our program, and what do you like about it? And what are challenges? If there are things we need to change, I need to know.
I looked at the fact that the hospital it was being done at, how successful is the doctor doing the bariatric surgery?
Sure.
What is the aftercare? And that was very important because there are doctors like one in Canyon will do the surgery and then, okay, you're done.
Okay.
It doesn't really follow, it follows you up after surgery, make sure you're okay, but 3 or 4 months down the road, he goes, okay, you're released, go ahead.
Understood.
Well, now you're on your own. Here, if I have a problem, I can call in and somebody will help me solve the problem.
Sure.
And, that's important. I picked this hospital because, one, you're one of the leading doctors in the nation for doing
appreciate
the
that.
type of surgery I wanted. And I chose to have a roux-en-y done because, as a male, I don't want things to have to be fiddled with. I don't want them pumping up the band and taking it down. I looked at the difference between the sleeve and the roux-en-y. The roux-en-y is more successful than the sleeve is, although the sleeve is successful, and so is the band. It just takes a little more effort with those
It
two,
just
and let's
fits
face
your
it,
life, yeah.
I just wanted it done, over with, on my program, moving forward.
Yeah, classically a bypass person says, I want it big, I want it now, I want to get on with my life.
Absolutely.
And that's definitely you. You're definitely the big and now guy.
Yeah, because I didn't
But not
wanna
so
have-
big anymore, the not so big and now guy.
But I didn't want to have to mess with surgery, come back
Sure.
to you to have the band, pumped up or taken down. And, I saw people that had it done. They were successful to whatever extent they wanted to be successful.
Sure.
Roux-en-y, let me tell you, it's kind of hard even if you just try at the program. it's really hard to foul the program up because roux-en-y says, okay, you can only eat this much. Now, I started out eating about 2 to 3 ounces. Today, I can eat about 4, maybe 5 ounces.
Sure.
I haven't pressed the stomach. The rules are no alcohol, no carbonated drinks. Bread is something that I cannot tolerate. Meat is something I cannot really tolerate. And that may be a personal thing, but
Yeah.
I get my protein other ways.
Okay.
There are a lot of good vegetables out there. There's soy. There's protein powder from the Bariatric Advantage that works very well in just about anything.
Now, do you feel weird at all? Because, you know, it sounds like you had a little weird there.
Yeah, it got a little strange. It really did. The physiology of the body was changing rapidly, and I was having trouble keeping up.
Really?
Blood pressure was dropping, you know, and not having to have so much blood pressure medicine. You know, the way I ate, things I ate, eat the wrong thing. The feedback from roux-en-y is very quick.
Yeah.
It will tell you, you know, sugar is something that I can absolutely not hardly tolerate.
Is that a bad thing?
No, actually it's not. I get enough sugars in anything I eat.
Okay.
I found I can tolerate agave, the sweetener,
Okay.
but sugar itself, honey, they don't work because what happens is I feel like my insides are trying to push their way out.
Right.
It's
yeah,
very
it's
uncomfortable.
Insta-flu. Yeah, it's just, and it lasts, but and the people that have the what we call the dumping syndrome have an intolerance sometimes to carbs. You know, I like the fact you've embraced the program so strongly. How do you live a normal life? It sounds like you've had to adapt a lot of things to this. Do you feel like with Christmas dinner, what do you do?
Actually, I didn't do anything. I just ate smaller portions. I had some mashed potatoes and gravy, a tablespoon of mashed potatoes, a teaspoon of gravy. I had a small piece of ham. I ate green beans like everybody else.
Yeah.
I just skipped the desserts. Didn't eat the fudge before. People sat around snacking. Me, I just sat around, drank some water, and you know, had a good time.
Did you feel like you were missing anything?
No. Actually, what's really funny is at that point, we were about 6 months into the surgery.
Yeah.
You know, after the surgery, I didn't feel like I was losing anything.
Yeah.
In fact, the body was telling me, you know, hey, if you stay the program, you know, you can have this stuff, you just can't have it in large quantity.
Right.
And if I felt like I wanted something else 2-3 hours down the way, I went back in the kitchen and just like everybody else, I got a little piece of turkey or ham and whatever. And I didn't miss anything. I don't miss the sugars.
Okay. Why is that?
Well,
I think it sounds kind of sad to not ever eat sugars.
actually, it's not. The funny part of it is I compared my life before surgery and my life after surgery. Before, I'd walk into a store, grab half a dozen candy bars, and I would probably eat them almost before I'd hit the door.
Really?
And now, basically, I can walk down the candy aisle and none of it even looks good.
Interesting.
So it's just something that the body kind of tells you you can't do that anymore, and you get used to it.
Well, we have to conclude, but I want to thank you very much for coming to do this video. More important, I'm happy you did so well. I'm proud of you. When I saw you in the office after you're down 175 pounds, I was like, who is that guy? I mean, because I remember you at 400 plus, and it was crazy difference. And you were cruising, you were flying through there, and I almost had to chase you down.
Well, what's funny is somebody I went to school with, I lived where I graduated from high school, so saw me in Walmart, took a triple take before they realized who I really was.
I would.
People at church that saw me heavy now see me and go, what happened?
Yeah.
Nothing. I just made a change in my life and made it stick.
Thank you so much. I appreciate it.
Thank you.